Hey friends, Dan Przowski from All About Minibikes, Przowski Motors LLC, and I'm here to talk about building your own mini bike. And I'm going to do a lot of explaining here, and if you have questions or comments, just put them down below. Let's before we talk much about the bikes, I want to tell you that many moons ago when I was a kid, these plans were always for sale to build a mini bike in Boys Life magazine, Popular Mechanics, Popular Science, you name it, they were in there. And I bought the rights to these back in about maybe 2005 or something like that, long time ago. But I bought these when I was a kid, and there was no way I was going to be able to do it. So in the last few years, as you know, if you've been following Sarah and myself, we always were doing things. I've built different frames and that. So what I want to talk to you about is these plans and what we have going on here. And first I want to talk about this was our most successful build, first very successful build. We had a bunch, and the reason why they didn't come out right, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I didn't exactly follow the plans. So this here bike was one of our best that I started showing online because of the fact this was our first little red racer. Now, I kind of went from the plans, but like many times I just totally deviated. Don't ask me why I did. I love this bike. It's bigger. I made it way bigger than that one would have been. I put the motor on it. It's got a 79cc Harbor Freight. It's a great little thing. I used the drum brake on this one. And I used the 8-inch wheels on here too. The Azusa 8-inch wheels. TriStar, but I think they come through Azusa. So we like this bike. It's a little bigger. What don't I like about the bike? I just don't really care for these boxy type frames. And the reason why a lot of them are boxy is because you can hand bend these, okay? So this is a little more than a 3-inch radius degree on those bends. And so that's easy. You can actually do it on the bender, a hand bender, okay? Now, in the case of this right here is a little bit of my pride and joy. I picked this up last year. This is a 1969 Sears Runabout. It's a little small. This is the one I always wanted when I was a kid because we thought we could buy one. It was about $100 or $110 and $119. But what I discovered was that the plans that I had picked up were mostly exactly this right here. Okay, so then I realized that, and then I fell in love with what I was doing, which was our other bike. This one right here. So we deviated from the plans only slightly, and the slight deviation was that in here you can see down on your front forks, they would weld a tube on there. And that's just a lot of extra work and hard. So, you know, you just smash the tubing at the end and put your hole in there for the fork to go. And these old bikes, inexpensive ones, the handlebars had no bend in there. As you can see, these have a bend. They come up. That way it gives you more room for steering. This one doesn't. So those are little things we had to change, but I love this style. I love the radius, that 2.5-inch bend back there. It's just different than these boxy bikes. So now I had people asking me, because now we're going to build the frames and sell them, but right now I'm selling the You Weld It Yourself kit, which would come with all these parts right here. And we've sold some. In fact, I got another one to ship today. So I want to talk about making a jig for this, or for any mini bike you want to do actually. So most importantly, when I did the little red racer, was that you've got to get the bottom correct. You've got to get the space here up at the front and the space here at the back correct. I've screwed this up many a times because I was experimenting too much. But if you get the front and the back correct, you're really, really good. And basically in the front, separation up here at the bottom, you want 4 inches. And back here, you see between here, I've got 6.5 inches. If I took these out, there would be 7 inches. So if you get 7 inches in between there in the back, 4 inches in between the front, that's good. Now, when I made my this little red, stay right there, Rick. So when I built this frame, this is the one you see me riding around on. You can go on our channel and look, or go on our YouTube channel, All About Mini Bikes, and you'll see me riding and actually doing the tack welding on this. But when I built that one with a buddy, my cousin, this was all I made. I made this simple little jig, the first one I ever did. And the front of the bike, hold on, Rickard. Yeah. Malfunction. Front of the bike is up here. And again, it says 6 inches over here. It's read upside down, but that's 4 inches because you got to take the size of the tubing in there. So I just had 4 inches up there between the two. And then back here, that was where the rear is. I had 7 inches. Once you have that right, you'll be a-okay. If you mess that up, well, you should be okay, but then you got to adjust enough. The way I have this one, if I have 6.5 inches here and 4 inches up there, when I put my axle on, I've got an 1.5 inch spacer on each side. Runs perfect. Same thing lining up here. If you're buying a do-it-yourself Weld-a kit, we'll tell you exactly where to put these because that's very important, and you got to have that straight line. So this is a jig I just made, but it was easier for me to make this jig because all I took was this frame right here. I bought a piece of wood, it's true, laid it down, then I just started putting all my pieces on there. But you don't have to do all that as long as you've got, like I said, the space there, then you just start putting your jig, you start putting your pieces wherever you want it. And these are wood glued on. And it's the same thing with the forks. When we did the forks on the bike over there, where are they at? When we did these forks, I didn't do anything. We laid it flat as could be. We took the piece that goes in here, your neck. I'm not gonna grab it, it's way in there. And that was our separation. We put it down, laid it flat, just kind of secured it down so it'd go, and then tack, 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 tack. We had everything right, nothing complicated. The reason why I've got it like this is because now that we're gonna do more, and this is not permanent. These won't be permanent. Once we know everything's perfect, which I know it will be, then this winter we'll end up making a steel jig. This will all be metal so that it can never warp. I'm going to still spray coat this with covering because what that'll do is preserve it longer. But now when we do this, all I got to do is, bam, drop these pieces in here like that, tack, 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 pull it off, and then it can be welded. Same thing here, tack, 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 tack. I've got the necks over there, and I've got an angle finder. You want that at a 60 degree. Even though I actually did this frame, because I didn't have it at the time, we couldn't find it. This came out at a 65 degree angle, but I'm telling you what, it steers great. I'm almost tempted to leave it at 65 degrees, believe you me. But so the jigs are easy to make. You can buy all this from me, comes with the plate and everything. The other thing that I did do right now, this is like really grim, was the seat. Those brackets got to go on there. The distance has to be perfect, as it is on there. So all I did was take a piece of wood, cut it down, get it there, mark it, drill the holes. Now I'd have to do, I don't have the brackets, they're over there. The brackets would go and it would lay right on there, and I could do the same thing. Tack, 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 right there. Pull that off, and then I just weld it all up. Now I'm not going to be doing the welding because I am not a welder, not a professional welder, and I don't have certification, so I'd never risk myself on it, but anybody can tack something together and take it to a real welder that will do a job that's good, like the one I've had done over there. So this will be coming out in a welded together, but right now on our website you can pick it up as a you weld it project. So whichever you want to do, and I've been selling them like that, but there's people who like to weld and they get into building their own mini bikes. So in fact, I got to ship another one this morning. Anyway, so if you have questions or comments, put it down below. Everything was based off of these plans, but the problem with the plans was they did not have where to mount the plate exactly right. They left that out, and that was a stumbling block for me the first few excuse me, the first few times I did it. So have questions, comments, just put them down there or email us, and share this please with your friends, and look forward to this, whether we call it Little Red Racer 2 or not, I don't know, but these are going to be out for you to purchase. It'll be a roller kit. It'll be the frame all welded together. We'll have the 6-inch wheels, hubs, and that. And so then you would just get whatever else you wanted to put on it. We will have seats available coming up too. I'm having these made, so we will have seats coming up available also. I'm a one-man show mostly. I get the help that I need. I got to contact people that I know, tool and die people, so on and so forth. They do it, but I don't get as much videos or anything done as I would like to, because I'm just a one-man show making this happen, and still got about a bunch of wood I got to split, and a wife, and you name it, it goes on. All right, so thanks for watching. Share with your friends. Thank you.